Hey you lot, welcome back to the channel. This is Animated More. This is the Staffordshire Heights theme park in Planet Coaster, my latest Planet Coaster project. I'm sorry that it's out and it's a bit delayed today. I've had a few problems, but nothing to do with that. Let's just get into the video. So, starting off, you're going to put in some trees down to the entrance to this night-themed dragon area, fairy tale area. Well, those go in, and then I fit in some different ones so it doesn't just look like the same trees. Oh, excuse me. Then I'm going to flatten out the terrain so there's more water, and then bring up this big lump here to the side, which is where the waterfall's going to be as you come in. So you've got this giant waterfall here, and I'm going to cover it up with some rocks in a minute at the top and have a few decorations there. So I'm going ahead and doing that right now, using some of the deciduous rocks. Some smaller rocks, just to make it look as realistic as possible. So here I go ahead and fit in some of these spinning wheels to make it look really cool and beautiful as you walk through the park around the castle area. And I'm just fitting those in like so. So, thinking about this area, I'm going to be revealing the names, I'm going to be building some of the theming, and generally just making the area come alive. I think in the next episode I'm going to put in the dragon kiddie roller coaster and then build the castle around it. So we've got like an infrastructure that the other roller coaster can go through. So that's me leaving hints to a dragon by putting like some animatronic dragon poo down there. And then I decided to have this little mini castle, this mini castle shop market area with a cheese cart and an empty cart with some bunting on. I think these pieces aren't used a lot in the game, but really should be because they're really good pieces. Then I've just whacked on a bit of a empty wheelbarrow, so putting some special effects so it looks like the dragons just messed it all up and tipped things downside up and upside down, and just making it look vile. So you can see here I'm putting in behind there some dirt that shoots out from there, which I thought was a great feature. Then I'm fitting in some of the flames, which are going to go in there and round the back. And then once I've done all of this, it's time to start building the actual castle turrets and things. So I'm going to put in the back wall there, which is going to kind of bend round to the other circle. Then it's going to just go like that, and we're going to have it like one more step or two more steps up higher to make that look really, really nice. So here I'm going and just putting in the top walls there, and then it's so irritating, this feature. I don't know if you can see there what I'm using. the settings feature. It's if you're building a building, it actually makes the feature. It actually makes a feature that you use where it connects automatically and you can't freely move it, like the advanced rotate. So it's really helpful, but also in different circumstances it's really hard. But see, there again, that's me trying to use it. You can kind of see it there, settings. Yeah, but it's so difficult. So I've done a bit more now, and I've come back after all of that, and we have got a proper area. So Lancelot's there. You've got all the knights there, some ATMs, then you've got the juggling jesters there, you've got the walkway, the waterfall. This took ages to make. Look at that. The theming I thought on this was incredible. Some sleeping drats, which are dragons crossed with rats when they're babies in the game, apparently. Then there's some bunting at the back. I think it looks awesome. But then when I put this on, it makes it even more atmospheric by putting up at the top a sign saying "Danger, Dragon." And that's like to give another hint that there's something sinister, something dragon-like going on. So here I go ahead and build the walls for the drop tower, like I said, which is going to go up through this spire. Then that's going to be broken at the top and have lots of special effects and pyrotechnics. So I think, that's going to look really, really nice. So I didn't want to duplicate it at first because I wanted to make it look as fresh as possible, but then it just took too long, so I duplicated it. But then it brought the walls up round, so I had to split them off the building, and then I got a fresh new one. So then I'm just trying to fit it in at the top again because it was a bit different round the top. Got a bit closer round the top. That's it dropping down. Sorry about that, my mic went, but yeah, that's it dropping down. Then I couldn't fit these broken walls on, which was a bit of a problem. So what I had to do was, it just didn't look nice. So instead, I made my own jagged wall type thing. That is by just deleting all of that mess and then putting in some walls higher than the other and then some lower, like as you see here what I'm doing, and have that jagged edge, which I'm going to put in now. I'm going to try and fit the broken wall in that I couldn't fit in, but I did it round the sides to make it look like it was broken round the sides. So then what's going to happen is I was just covering up that big long showing part of the drop tower because it didn't look too nice. It looked pretty ugly, and we don't want that in the park. So I tried different types of dragons, but none of them really worked. So I went to the Frontier Workshop, as you'll see in this footage. I actually got a covered up dragon, and I think it'd save some work. But as you can see here, I use this dragon. And I'll go ahead and get that. And then that just goes and fits in there, and I cover around the sides of where it's showing through. So that's what I did there, and it's really nice at the moment. So we're gonna have some pyrotechnics now and some smoke for I'm gonna trigger for the last drop, so everything looks fine until the last drop, which I thought was gonna be great. So I'll go ahead and fit in some pyrotechnics and some smoke and some mist. Put that all around the sides, just beautiful, like that. And then I put in some more fire, and I didn't want to go with that one because all the sides show. So instead I went with a flamethrower, which just goes around the sides there. And also it's going to look spectacular from off-ride. So there I just go and select it and put it on a trigger, so that when it drops at the last moment, all of that is triggered to puff and come out. So that's me just trying to go on it and see what it's like with the drop. But it took ages to see. I don't know why. So I had to speed it up even faster, so this footage is going to look really fast because this is sped up already. Yeah, but that was me, and I think you saw the puff of smoke there just as it dropped down, which I just think it's looking great so far. So I was trying to ride on there. And by the way, guys, this is an hour-long footage. Hour long of recording, sped up so that you can watch. But I was so shocked that it was an hour. It was completely crazy. My camera stopped recording because of how long it took. So now I was just going ahead testing our coaster, and it's still over G-force limits. And I looked where the G-force was the highest, and it was at points that I couldn't change out. So I just put build on station, and I built the station. As you can see in the footage. So I had another problem with that setting feature. It wasn't letting me place it in the right place, so it was really irritating. So here I'm just covering up the bottom there to make it look neater and more realistic. Then as I go and fit in the roof, then I have to split this one from the building so that I can cover up the sides. Yeah, the building structure in Planet Coaster is awful, but I've gone on about this for a lot of times, so I'm just not going to bother this time. But there I fit in some doors, and it's time to reveal the names. The name for the themed area. I just want to thank everyone who commented. It was such a pleasure to read through all your comments. But sadly, there's only 3 winners, today. So the first one is Lana Grant again, for the coaster that we're working on, I thought this was so awesome. It is called, in fact, Dragon's Wrath. So I thought that was great. Thank you so much. For the Drop Tower, Lana Grant again, Night's Fall. I thought that was amazing. I really like that idea. And for the themed area, it is actually Charlotte Grant who put Mystical Wonderland. Thank you to everybody who took part, and make sure to stay tuned for the next episode of Planet Coaster, and you might get another chance to comment your name ideas. Thank you to everyone who took part. Thank you to the two people, and congrats to everybody for commenting. So now it's the end of the episode. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and like the video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode. This was Animator More. Peace.